A lot of great things that come out of the Badger State. But just what is the coolest thing made in Wisconsin? Well, it's up to you to decide. And here to chat with us this morning is Nick Novak from Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce to talk about this year's Coolest Thing Made in Wisconsin contest. So Nick, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you coming on the show this morning. And we're wondering, can you give us some background on the competition for those who may have not heard of it before?
Sure. So Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce partnered with Johnson Financial Group about 5 years ago to kick off the Coolest Thing Made in Wisconsin contest. We've had 4 winners so far, and we are just kicking off our 5th annual Coolest Thing contest. And let me tell you, it is a fun program to run here at WMC. One of my favorite times a year. We get to discover all kinds of cool things that are made by the people right here in this state. And then we get to actually vote on them. So if you're looking for a little bit of that sports action right now that may be missing, this gives you a little bit more excitement. You'll actually be able to nominate any product that's made here in Wisconsin, and then you'll actually be able to vote on those products, and we'll actually go into a bracket where we'll put some of them head to head. So it's going to be a really, really fun contest, and we're looking forward to it.
That's very exciting. And you mentioned that anyone can nominate any item to be in this contest. So what are the requirements for something to be nominated, and how could I go nominate that thing?
So as long as something is manufactured here in Wisconsin, that's pretty much the only rule that we have. We want to make sure that we're highlighting products that are made here in the Badger State. And if you know of a product that's made here, or maybe you work in manufacturing and make a really cool product, you can go to madeinwis.com, that's madeinwis.com, nominate a product between now and September 4th, and then on September 14th, we're going to have the first round of voting, a popular vote of more than 100 nominations that will ultimately determine a top 16 that'll go into that Manufacturing Madness tournament I talked about.
That's great. And so I'm wondering, just what's the impact of the manufacturing industry as a whole for the state of Wisconsin, and why should we as Wisconsin citizens promote these goods that are made right here in the Badger State?
Well, WMC and Johnson Financial Group initially started this contest because of the big impact that manufacturing has here in Wisconsin. We have a vibrant manufacturing industry. It employs about 1 in 6 people here in the state. So the likelihood is that you either work in manufacturing or you know someone who works in manufacturing here in Wisconsin. And we make some really, really cool products, whether it be most of the McDonald's signs that are made for restaurants across the country, or you think of shoes that are made up in the Wausau area at Thorogood, or you think of the Oshkosh Corporation in Oshkosh that makes the Joint Light Tactical Vehicle, one of our previous winners. We have Harley-Davidson. We have so many different things made across this state, and we really want to celebrate not only the products we make, but the people who make them and the careers that are available in this industry.
Such a variety of items that you just mentioned there. And I'm wondering, when will a winner eventually be announced in this contest?
So on September 14th, we will start the voting process for the Coolest Thing Made in Wisconsin contest. That'll be a popular vote of all of our nominees. The top 16 vote getters will go into a Manufacturing Madness bracket where they'll compete in head-to-head competitions. We'll go from a top 16 to a top 8 and then to a top 4. And then we will have our final week of voting in mid-October, and we'll announce a winner on October 14th.
That's great. And if people want more information about the contest, where can they go?
For anyone who wants to nominate a product or learn about all the different things that are made here in Wisconsin, go to madeinwis.com. That has all the information about the Coolest Thing Made in Wisconsin contest. You can learn about the amazing, really cool products that are made throughout our state. And then once we get to September 14th, you can start voting. All you need is an email address, and then you can vote once per day. So we're looking forward to it. Just head to madeinwis.com and nominate that product today.
Well, thanks so much. That answers all of our questions. So again, we thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.